This is Professor Michael Chapman. I'm one of the most experienced IVF doctors in Australia. I believe that an important part that I can contribute is to educate patients in relation to fertility, infertility, and all that involves. These series of podcasts help to educate you. I hope they are helpful to you. If you wish to know more, however, I'm more than happy to have you contact me via email, which is profmchapman@gmail.com, or make an appointment to see me on 9138 4222.
Saleh asks, what can I be taking to improve my egg quality, please?
I would get asked this question at least 3 times a week. And the answer is nobody knows. So we perhaps start from scratch. We know that egg quality is affected by cigarette smoking, by excessive alcohol, by obesity. So there are lifestyle issues that need to be dealt with. Beyond that, and none of those are quick, easy fixes. And, by the time you've been smoking for 20 years, you've probably done your damage to your eggs that is irreversible. So just stopping smoking is not going to change things, but it stops it getting worse. But out in the marketplace and on Google and multiple websites, there'll be claims about things that will improve egg quality. But until you can have a randomized controlled trial to prove something works, you can't say it works. And so far, there are no large randomized controlled trial for any of the suggested medications or supplements that show a significant improvement in egg quality. But that doesn't stop people prescribing them, and I have to confess to using what we call add-ons in the hope of producing some improvement on the basis of there's a theoretical basis for it. The one I would use most is a low potency male hormone called DHEAS. The theory with DHEAS is that within the ovary, there is a need for androgens, male hormones, to assist in the development of good eggs. And it's quite clear that as a woman goes from 35 to 40 to 45 to 50, those androgen levels inside the ovary decline. So by topping them up with an androgen, maybe that might improve egg quality. There are 2 or 3 small, like 20 patients in each, randomized studies that suggest it might be of benefit, but no major studies been showing that. And people have reviewed all the studies around the world. They call it a meta-analysis or a systematic review, and the bottom line is they come up with the conclusion that there's no real evidence, and it remains for a properly controlled study to be done. But it does no harm. Logically, it should be taken for 8 to 10 weeks before an IVF cycle, because an egg, from its beginnings as a primordial follicle through to being a mature egg, takes about 90 days. So if you're going to expose it to androgens, you've got to probably do it for that sort of length of time. Taking it for a couple of weeks before a cycle is not going to make any difference. I also use CoQ10, and what the positive about CoQ10 is that there are quite good experimental evidence that in rats, so you take an old rat and you give them a lot of CoQ10, they produce eggs that are of a younger equivalent in terms of numbers and quality to a younger rat. However, the only significant randomized controlled trial in patients proved it didn't work. So again, does no harm. It's a nice vitamin. It's good for you. Maybe it's worth taking. Beyond that, 0.
And don't forget that you can access all the previous episodes by going to our website, www.theivfjourney.com, and select IVF Journey podcast from the navigation menu.